Okay, question number 3. Suppose we have I being equal to integral of x squared minus 16 under the square root, and here's x cubed there's going to be dx here. Okay, so in this case x equals 4 secant theta and dx equals 4 secant theta tan theta d theta. Therefore I is going to equal 16 secant squared theta minus 16 under the square root divided by 64 secant cubed theta times 4 secant theta tan theta d theta. And now we can cancel the secant with the cube, and we're going to get a square. So we're going to have 16 is common factor, and then we're going to have secant square minus 1. The whole thing should be under square root divided by 64 secant cube becomes square, and there's going to be 4. The secant is gone with the cube, and then we're having tan theta d theta. So here we have integral of 16 under the square root is 4, and secant square minus 1 is going to be tan squared under the square root is just going to be tan theta, and multiplied by this tan theta is going to make it tan squared theta, and this 4 multiplied by this 4 becomes 16. Therefore, we're going to have 16 tan squared divided by 64 secant squared theta and d theta. Okay, 16 divided by 64 is just 1/4. We can write it outside, and then we're going to have integral of tan squared is sine squared theta divided by cosine squared theta, and secant squared is 1 over cosine squared theta, and here's d theta. Therefore, we're going to cancel cosine squared with cosine squared, which yields 1/4 integral of sine squared theta d theta. And sine squared is 1/2 1 minus cosine 2 theta d theta, and then we're going to have 1/8 integral of 1 minus cosine 2 theta, which is going to be theta minus sine 2 theta divided by 2 plus c. So sine 2 theta actually is 2 sine theta cosine theta. So we're going to have theta minus 2 sine theta cosine theta divided by 2. And we can cancel this 2 with this 2. So we're going to get 1/8 theta minus sine theta cosine theta plus c. So we had x divided by 4 to be secant theta. And now we're going to plot right angle triangle. This is theta. Okay, secant is hypotenuse divided by adjacent. And we're gonna have a square root of x squared minus 16. Okay, and this one is gonna equal 1/8. Theta means secant inverse of x over 4 minus sine theta, which is opposite x squared minus 16 divided by x. This is our sine multiplied by cosine, which is adjacent 4 divided by x plus c. So sine is opposite divided by hypotenuse. And cosine is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. And this is the answer, actually.